Stand by, going live now. You're live.
Thank you. Good evening, everybody. I call to order the Public Works and Utilities Committee meeting. It is September 30th, 2024. Could I get a roll call, please?
Certainly, Madam Chair. Councilor Michael Garcia,
Present.
Councilor Romero Worth,
Here.
Councilor Lee Garcia,
Here.
Councilor Alma Castro,
Excused.
and Chair Chavez.
Here.
You have a quorum, Madam Chair.
Thank you. Next on our agenda is approval of the agenda. Are there any changes from staff?
No changes from staff.
Move to approve. I have a motion and a second. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Seeing none, motion passes. Next is approval of the consent agenda. Last I heard, there were no items pulled. Has that changed?
It has not, Madam Chair.
Any committee members have anything to pull?
Move to approve.
Second.
I have a motion and a second. Can I get a roll call vote, please?
Yes, Madam Chair. Councilor Lee Garcia,
Yes.
Councilor Romero Worth,
Yes.
Councilor Michael Garcia,
Yes.
Chair Chavez,
Yes.
and that motion passes.
Thank you. Next, we have public comment. Is there anyone from the public that would like to come up and speak this evening?
My name and address? No,
Just make sure the mic's on.
it's on. It's on. Yeah.
You.
So I'm here to tell you about my camping trip this weekend. Went to Fort Sumner, came back, drove through town, saw this, and I want to let you know the caboose that I did in 11 years ago. It just got changed. The whole Zia symbol is gone. The font is gone. It's all totally new. I was the one that raised the money to help raise the money to bring the caboose to the thing. I signed a contract with the city to preserve that caboose, to keep it there. And yet they wouldn't have changed it without even notifying me or even giving me the time of day. You know, it's the city is working really hard to do erasure among us local citizens that live here in town. This erasure of what's happening in this town is really getting out of hand. You guys are doing a good job, or I don't know if it's you guys or whoever it is doing a really good job of making sure that the local people don't get noticed for anything in this city. And it's just really a shame that I am not included in any of this stuff with that do it. I did the train over at Salvador Pettis. That would be something that you guys could probably want to go change too, if that's possible. If you guys can do that. I did redid the floors on the bandstand, resanded them and redid them all over again because nobody was paying attention to it. I did the entryway to Barrio La Cañada. That's another one you guys can look at maybe changing because my name's all written all over that stuff too. You know, if this is the way we treat our local citizens who are trying to do something good for the city of Santa Fe, you know, that's the way it's supposed to be. It's going to be like that. But I think you should change. I think you guys should just stand up and try to support the people who are out there trying to do something for the city. Right now, I don't see that anymore. It's just really a shame that, you know, that we are left out of the process of trying to do something good for the city. And when you do something good, you're not good enough. So I want to thank you.
Thank you. Is there any other members from the public here to speak? All right, let's move on. We have no presentation or informational items. Next is matters from staff.
Thank you so much, Madam Chair. I'm happy to let the members of the Public Works and Utilities Committee meeting know that we started Pothole Palooza today. It's a process that brings all of the Complete Streets maintenance staff into one focus on potholes. And they'll be doing extended hours, starting very, very early in the morning to do some of the high traffic areas, and then going until the evening as long as they can. And they'll be doing it for 2 weeks. And so we usually fill well over a few thousand potholes during this Pothole Palooza, and we'll let you know what the results are when we're done.
Great, thank you. And did you get any message from any other staff members that aren't here that you need to pass on?
I did not.
Great, well, thank you, Director Wheeler. Next is matters from the committee. Are there any matters? Counselor Lee Garcia?
Thank you, Madam Chair. Just speaking to that, and I know we don't typically have a back and forth discussion over issues at this point, but maybe a request, just, listening to the words from a member of the public in regards to what's the protocol. Maybe that could be shared with us in regards to the caboose, maybe in regards to some of the other items that are there. Because they sometimes reach out to us as well, and we'd like to maybe help in at least having a discussion over it. And so nothing requested as of right now, but if you can share some information with me and maybe the other committee members in regards to the processes that are being used and how those decisions are coming about, that would be very helpful.
Great point. Counselor Michael Garcia?
Thank you, Madam Chair, and I'll second that request. I recall last year, some point in time when there was a proposal to repaint the caboose and rebrand it, and I don't believe that went forward with the ultimate proposal, but there was some protocol where I don't know if it required the mayor's approval or the city manager's approval. But I would be interested as well, just because I think if we are going to change something in our community that is so beloved by many, that we need to at least have the appropriate outreach and engagement with folks. I think that's at minimum what needs to be done, just because we don't want to set precedent for just in the dark of night changing things quickly without involving the appropriate stakeholders. It just leads to continued lack of trust with our city government, and I don't want that to happen by any means. So if we can follow up, Director Wheeler, because I think that probably would fall under Director Dupuy's purview, given I know Keep Santa Fe Beautiful is under environmental services, and so it's definitely a unique relationship, given Keep Santa Fe Beautiful is their own entity. But I do recall there was some type of approval that was needed previously, and so clarification. So thank you, Director Wheeler. Thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Counselor. And I think bringing a presentation forward on that might be helpful, especially since we allow public comment at this committee. Counselor Mara.
Thank you, ma'am. I received a text, an anonymous text on this over the weekend, and I too am curious what happened, why, what process. So I think it would be important for us to understand how this decision came about and what input was given in determining what it should look like. And I agree it's complicated because Keep Santa Fe Beautiful is a nonprofit, and I don't know if it came from their board or within city government, but it was interesting that I had no idea this was even in the queue, and to get an angry text that it had happened and not know anything and not know how to respond was awkward, to say the least. So thank you, Madam Chair.
Thank you, Counselor. So though, if we could bring the vote, I know we'd probably have to loop in Keep Santa Fe Beautiful, because I know that that presentation or information previously was brought to us in partnership with them on that topic. So if we could you could loop me in that conversation as well. All right, next is matters from the chair. Matters that I have, or all I have, is that our next meeting is on October 21st, 2024. And with that, we're adjourned. Thank you.